The Senate is now considering President Trump's one big beautiful bill. The legislation passed a key procedural hurdle late on Saturday night.
The yeas are 51, the nays are 49. The motion is agreed to.
It's a 940-page piece of tax and spending legislation that came out Friday. And now they're trying to go through this process of making some final changes, some final amendments. As the Senate, Republicans are trying to figure this out. They're dealing with the splits in their own group over things like Medicaid, clean energy tax credits, deficits, and in some cases on taxes. This bill helps business owners. This bill helps taxpayers broadly. About 2% of taxpayers would get a tax increase if the tax cuts expire. So this extends those and adds some new tax cuts on top of it. If you really care a lot about border security and national defense, there's lots of money here that they're funding.
The goals in this bill are a safer America, a stronger America, and a more prosperous America.
In terms of who gets hurt, people who are on Medicaid, there's new Medicaid work requirements. There's going to be limits on some funding. There's people who are concerned about rural hospitals and their funding, nutrition assistance programs, what we call SNAP, that also has some cuts in here. And then obviously clean energy as well. Like if you're in the wind and solar energy industry or manufacturing components or those kinds of things, those industries are really taking a hit from this legislation. When the bill is at this slim a majority, everybody is a key vote. You've got moderates like Lisa Murkowski and Susan Collins who are concerned about the bill. You've got two Republicans, Rand Paul and Tom Tillis, who are opposed to the bill.
That is an admission that they know they aren't controlling the deficit. They know that the ensuing years will add trillions more. That doesn't sound at all conservative to me, and that's why I'm a no.
You've got conservative Republicans, Ron Johnson, Rick Scott, and Mike Lee, who are want deeper spending cuts. So they're trying to find the right mix of policies that can get 50 votes out of the 53 Republicans. You get Vice President Vance to come break the tie, and then it will pass. And so finding that balance has really taken them a while to do. The bill has not actually been passed at this point. So this procedural vote was basically the question of, should the Senate debate this bill? Once they debate the bill, then the Senate will consider amendments. This is a chance for Democrats who oppose this bill to put Republicans on record on a lot of the provisions of the legislation in particular.
If Republicans proceed and follow Donald Trump over the cliff, with this bill tied to their ankles like an anvil, they will not only doom their own communities, they will doom their political fortunes.
And it's a chance for Republicans, if there are blocks of Republicans who want to change things in the bill, this is their chance to do it. And then obviously this has to go back to the House, and there's no guarantee that the House just accepts this as is.
We're in a wait-and-see posture in the House right here, and we'll see what happens. So we're ready to act.
This bill absolutely can meet the deadline of July 4th. The Senate can finish it by sometime on Monday. The House members who've gone home for the weekend can come back and vote for it. There's plenty of time legislatively to do it. The question is whether there are votes. The important thing about the July 4th deadline is that it is not real in any sense. There's no, the tax cuts expire December 31st. The other thing this bill has is a $5 trillion increase in the debt limit. The U.S. doesn't really run out of capacity for borrowing until sometime in August. So there definitely is that time if they choose to use it.